Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is light. This chapter 15. So let's begin this chapter light. So what is light? Light is nothing but a ray or a combination or some bunch of ray that travels in a straight line. Now see, suppose this is sun. This is our sun. From sun we get light. Okay. When the light ray or light beam coming from the sun falls on an object, this ray falls on an object, it's get reflected back. From here, it's get reflected back. And this ray will fall on our eye and we are able to see the object. So this is the main concept of light. Without light, we are not been able to see. At night, none of us are been able to see. To see object, to see things, we need light. Okay. During the daytime, we do not require our tube light to see at our home. But at night, if you turn off the switch of your lights, you are not been able to see. If current is not there, at least you need a candle to see object. So how do we see object? When any light, it may be sunlight, it may be light from the candle, it may be your tube light, whatever the source of light may be. When the light falls on different objects, the light cannot pass through that object. That is opaque object. Okay. According to the light, the objects are being divided into three types. First one is opaque, that means through which light cannot pass. Second one is transparent, through which light can pass and we can see things clearly, which is beyond the object. For example, if you take a piece of glass, we can see what is behind the glass. When you are using goggles or specs, what is behind that, we are able to see it. Third one is translucent object. We through the translucent object we are able to see but not clearly. Okay. So when light falls on any object, it gets reflected back, provided it should be opaque object, then we are able to see it. Okay. So let's start the chapter keeping this in mind. So depending upon the source, depending upon the whether a particular body is able to generate light or not, it is known as luminous body or non-luminous body. Let me choose another color so it will be clearly visible to you. Let's choose the red color and let's little bit increase the thickness. Yeah, perfect. So, luminous body. What is luminous body? Any body or any object that has its own light is known as luminous body. For example, our sun, stars. These are the examples of luminous body. They are providing light. They do have their own light. And do you know the at the center of the sun, what is the temperature? Okay. What is at the core? At the core, the temperature of the sun. What is the value? Please comment. Okay. So the object that cannot produce light, that do not have their own light, are known as non-luminous body. Now, according to the concept of luminosity, there are two types of body. First one is natural luminous body, then another one is artificial luminous body. Sun is a natural luminous body. Artificial luminous body or man-made luminous body are different. For example, your tube light, candle, these all are prepared by human. So these are man-made luminous body. So again, according to the concept of light, the bodies are divided into two categories. First one is luminous, second one is non-luminous. Okay, luminous that can produce light. Again, the luminous is divided into two categories. One is natural, one is artificial. Okay, now let's move further. Yeah, this is your activity one. Here, this activity, what you are going to do is here we are to make a point source of light. Here take a ball. These balls are not used anymore. These are outdated balls. So you can take the LED bulbs and in the LED cover the LED bulb with the help of a paper or cardboard, make a small hole over here, we'll get a point light, point source of light. Very easy. Cover the entire ball, make a small hole, we'll get a point source of light. Very easy. So one of the many form of one of the many form of energy is light, which has the property of traveling straight lines called rays. Now remember this one, light always travel in a straight line. It does not get bent. This is one of the property of light. It always travels in a straight line. If you try to see an object through a pipe which is straight, you will be able to see. Suppose you have bent the pipe, you will not be able to see. Why? Because light does not travel in a curved path. Okay. Now light do not travel in one single line. It always travel in beam. That means a bunch of light rays. How many light rays? Difficult to count. Some bunch of light rays travel together. That is called beam of light. So optics is derived from the concept. What is optics? Optics is the study of light. First point, light travels in a straight line or light has a rectilinear propagation. These words are difficult to listen but very easy. Rectilinear propagation means it is traveling in a straight line. Laws of reflection that we're going to cover in our coming slides. Laws of refraction, this is also we're going to cover. So let's move further. Okay, so the first one, light travels in a straight line. Okay, so as I was talking about the experiment, this is the activity. Okay, so this is a candle. Now you take a rubber tube. You can take any tube. Not necessarily it is made up of rubber, and do not touch it because if you are taking this tube a conductor one, then it might hurt your eye. Take a little gap from here. Now try to look this flame through your eye. You'll be able to see it if this is a straight one. Now bend it. Take a curved tube. Now you will not be able to see it. That means this activity shows that light travels in a straight line. Light is not be able to travel because it is a curved one. Okay. And there is another activity that you can do. You take some plates, make some holes and enter a pipe into it to make sure that these three holes are aligned in a line. Then remove the stick, burn a candle and try to see the hole. See through these holes you will be able to see. Now just move any of the plates, you will not be able to see because these, if you are moving any of these three plates, the three holes are not aligned anymore. Okay. Reflection, very important. If you are talking about light, one of the most important phenomena. So what is reflection? So as I was talking in the beginning that the bodies according to the light are divided into three types: opaque body, transparent body and translucent body. To understand the phenomenon of reflection, you need to understand what is opaque body, what is transparent, as well as what is translucent body. So what is opaque body? Opaque body is something through which light cannot pass through. For example, your wall. If you are sitting inside your room, inside one of the room, are you able to see what is happening next in the next room? No, you are not been able to because the light cannot pass through the walls. It is transparent. It is opaque body or opaque material. Whenever the light falls on the wall, it gets reflected back and falls on your eye. When the light falls on your eye, you are able to saw the wall. On the other hand, suppose in your window, suppose your window is having glass. Through the glass, you are able to see what is present outside because it may be a transparent body or it may be a translucent body depending upon which type of glass you are using on your window. Okay, now your specs. Through your specs, you are able to see things. It is a completely transparent body. So what is opaque body? Opaque body is a body which absorbs some light falling on it and reflects the remaining. Suppose we are taking a piece of wood When a light rays falls on it, it little bit it receives a light ray that because light ray is also a form of energy, and most of the light ray will be reflected back. There is no transparent. There is the no light cannot pass through it. Light cannot pass through it. So if a person is standing here, he or she will not be able whether a person is standing here or not. If between these two persons there is a opaque object or opaque body. Transparent body, if it is a transparent body, they can clearly see each other as after wearing glasses or after wearing specs, we are able to see objects. Translucent body, through the translucent body, we can partially see objects. Okay, where the objects is not clearly visible to us, but partially we are able to see it. Now, the reflections are two types. One is a regular reflection, one is irregular reflection. It should also be in red in color as it is written. Okay, somehow. Okay, fine. So regular reflection, you must see the difference between these two images. These lines, these rays are called incident ray. The ray which are coming from a source of light and falling on a body, these rays are parallel to each other. They are incident ray. And if you see this one, these are the reflected ray. Okay, these are the reflected ray. Now, if you see this regular reflection, the incident ray are parallel to each other. The reflected ray are also parallel to each other. But if you see this one, the irregular reflection, only the incident ray are parallel to each other, but not the reflected ray. Okay, this is the main difference between regular and irregular reflection. If the shape is regular, then it will be a regular reflection. If the shape is irregular, then it will be an irregular reflection. So reflection which is shown in a light falls on smooth surface such as mirror or a highly polished surface is like shiny stainless steel. What is stainless steel? What is stainless steel? See, we have iron. You know alloy. What is alloy? Different materials are added with any metal or even non-metal to change its property. So iron in its raw form is not that much strong. You can take a raw iron and you can bend it like Khali or any WWF fighter. So if we add around 1 to 2% of carbon into it, its strength will be manifold. Its strength will be increased by many times. That is called stainless steel. At the maximum limit is around 2.7%. Beyond it, if you add the percentage of carbon, it is known as uh, iron carbide. Okay. Okay, fine. So we are not talking about those percentage of carbon that is added into iron. Now, irregular reflection, when light rays falls on a rough reflecting surface, if the reflecting surface is rough one, like this, rough one means like this. So in this case, the irregular reflection comes into picture. Okay. So irregular reflection, it diffuses reflection. It is called diffused reflection. Okay. So let us revise. You can try some of the questions. Say the difference between luminous and non-luminous object. We have already discussed. Why the moon not considered as a luminous body? Very important question because moon it does not have its own light. It only reflects this light coming from the sun. It behaves like a mirror. What kind of image is formed due to regular reflection and irregular reflection? And this is what I want you to comment on the comment section. What is a regular reflection state? One advantages of regular reflection. This is regular reflection, which I have just explained. What are the advantages of regular reflection? Suppose you are seeing yourself in front of a mirror, you are standing in front of a mirror, the image that you are getting is exactly like you. Okay, so that is one of the advantages of regular reflection. You can little bit dig into it and try to find out the answer. But still, if you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment section or ask me at any time. I will be happy to answer your questions or your queries. So next one is reflection of light. This we are going to study in detail. So this is a plane mirror. What is a plane mirror, by the way? Plane mirror is something that we are using at our home. We are coming, we are using come to come over here, and for makeup purposes we use this plane mirror, and for other purposes as well. So here what happens, this is the incident ray. What is incident ray? Suppose this is source of light. What is the source of light? It may be a tube light, it may be sun, it may be anything. It may be a candle from which light is coming, or light comes. That is the source of light from which this incident ray is coming, and it is falling on this mirror. After that, it is getting reflected back. So this is reflected ray. Let me choose another color. Yes, it will be better. A little bit increase thickness, fine. So this is incident ray. This is reflected ray. When the incident ray falls on the mirror, it gets reflected back. This is the point on which the incident ray will fall. See, remember here we are taking just one ray, but light never comes in one ray. It comes as a beam. Okay, so this one ray, suppose it is coming and strike at this point. At this point, if you draw normal means a perpendicular. This is uh, okay. This is the surface of the mirror. Here at this point, the light ray incident here. Here, if you draw 90-degree, this line is known as normal. Now, the incident ray is making an angle with the normal. This angle is represented by the small letter I, which is incident angle, and this is again making angle with the reflected ray. This is represented by the letter R, which is refracted angle, that is angle I, angle R. So when light falls on an object, it may completely pass through the object. In case of transparent body, the light may be absorbed or the light may be bounced back after striking the object. So here, in case of mirror, the light bounce back. So here we have reflected ray of light, this one, angle of incident, this angle I we talked about, angle of reflection, this one angle we talked about. And this is the incident ray. Now, reflecting objects cast their shadow. About this one. Yeah. Now you can see these are beam of light. These light are coming directly going through this. This is opaque object where the light falls here and it is coming back. It forms a shadow. Opaque object, it always forms a shadow. If you right now if you go outside and if it is daytime, so you can see your own shadow. Okay. Now reflected objects cast their shadow as we have discussed here. Everyone knows this concept. Laws of reflection, very important. So there are here on this is, let me make you understand what the law of reflection is here. Very easy, very important. So the first law says that the incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal, they will lie in one single plane. One single plane. Plane means like a paper, you can draw these three. This is first law. What second law tells you? Angle of incident, this angle, will be equal to angle of reflection. These two angles are equal. Very easy. Let me repeat the two laws. First one, incident ray, normal, and reflected ray. All three will lie in one single plane. That means on a paper you can draw it. When you come to school, we are going to do the experiment, by the way. And the second law tells you that the incident angle, that is this one, is equal to the reflected angle. These two are equal. Very easy. And let me read it out. The incident ray, reflected ray, and normal at the point of incident lie in the same plane. See, as I told you. The angle of incident is always equal to the angle of reflection. As I told you. Fine. So this is the experiment we should do in the lab. But right now, as you are not coming to school due to the corona pandemic, we are not been able to do it. But when you come to school, I assure you they are going to do the experiment in the physics lab. Okay, so what you are going to do, you put a mirror right over here. From here, you draw a straight line. Randomly take any 2 points on the straight line and put two needles over here. From this side, you go, stand here, and try to see these 2 points because this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. Put two needles over here so that these four, this incident ray, this is the reflected ray. Through here, this line, you put two needles over here. Come here and draw a line. Then make a normal 90-degree and try to measure these two. Okay, I know it is little bit hard to understand the practical things as I am telling you theoretically, but when you come to school, we'll definitely do this experiment. Let's continue. Okay, so this is the last point of our today's discussion: brightness of a source of light. So we know that what is a source of light? The source of light is something from where we can get the light. So how bright is it? Is the candle, the brightness of the candle is equal to brightness of the sun? You can see the candle, burning candle directly, but you cannot see the sun directly. Your eyes will get hurt. So the brightness, some source of light are brighter than others, as sun is brighter than candle. The brightness of a source of light is its luminous intensity. How bright the source of light is? It is luminous intensity. Luminous intensity of a source of light is done by the symbol I, IV. So it's is measured by a unit called candle power. Remember this one, very very important for your knowledge, also for the exam point of view. Now when the light falls on an object, it forms shadow or it forms image. Suppose you are standing in front of a mirror, you are seeing your image. So two types of image are going to be created. One is real image, one is virtual image. Okay. So when two or more rays starting from a point of object after reflection through the lens actually emitting a point, this is called real image. And if it is virtual emitting, it is called virtual image. So about this we will discuss in the next class. Right now don't concentrate here. In the next class we will discuss this one in detail. So this is the real image, the real diagram, the real ray, this is the virtual, this is the dotted one. For now, just remember this one. There are two types of image. One is real image, one is virtual image. What is real, what is virtual, what are the things we are going to discuss in the next class. Okay, so if you have any doubt, any query, please comment me in the comment section or you can contact me at any time. I'll be happy to clear your doubts. Okay guys, so thank you and have a nice day to all of you. Bye bye. We'll meet in the next class.